Afternoon, folks, 2:52 p.m. We do have some snow squalls and flurries on the go across parts of western and southern Newfoundland this afternoon, but on top of that, it is certainly a very cold one out there. And as we can see right now, we are looking at temperatures across the island. They are quite chilly. -7 in St. John's with a wind chill of -12, -8 Terranova, wind chill -14 in Corner Brook, wind chill down to -19. In Stephenville, the wind chill is -21, and in St. Anthony, the wind chill is currently hovering at -30, very cold up on the Great Northern Peninsula. As we take a look at what we are seeing in Labrador, temperatures there are rather cold right now as well. We're looking at -28 in Labrador City and Wabush with a wind chill nearing -39. There's an extreme cold warning in effect from the Churchill Valley back through Churchill Falls and Lab City through at least Saturday, with wind chills, get this, as low as -50 during the overnight hours tonight, tomorrow night, and even into Saturday morning. And it's only Tuesday, so it's going to be quite cold across portions of Labrador for the next couple of days. As we take a look at the satellite and radar picture, there's not really a whole lot going on across the province, at least from this perspective. But as we zoom in a little bit more, you can see some of these lines showing up here across parts of the west coast. I'll point out a couple. You can see some right there, and a few more bands showing up on parts of the Burin Peninsula and around parts of the south coast. Now, as we switch over, and look at the live radar imagery, we can see some snow squalls showing up across parts of the southern Avalon Peninsula, and these do extend onto the Burin Peninsula as well, even though they're not exactly showing up here on the radar imagery. As we take a look at the satellite imagery from the College of DuPage, I'll stop this. And what you'll notice is we see some of these lines here with green in them, and I'm going to highlight them with the mouse. There's one near on the western side of the Burin Peninsula going right across. That's a snow squall for about the mid part of the Burin Peninsula. Looks like it's been affecting areas around John de Bay for a good point, or a good part of the day rather, going back to this morning. Another little band showing up right there over parts of the Avalon Peninsula, and you can see some of those bands showing up across portions of the west coast as well, which is where we are seeing snow squalls right now. In fact, to my eye, it looks like I can see two of them, one near the Port aux Basques area and one just to the south, it looks like, of the Bay of Islands, maybe right over the Corner Brook area, stretching up toward Pasadena and into the Deer Lake area. So we're going to keep a close eye on these as we go into the afternoon. And going back to the weather graphics, what we can see is there is in fact a snow squall watch in effect for the west coast from Channel Port aux Basques up through Bay St. George, Corner Brook and vicinity, Gros Morne, and Deer Lake, Humber Valley. So these areas are under the snow squall watch. Now, that being said, some areas are seeing some fairly intense snow squalls right now. We take a look at some of the webcams from around western Newfoundland, and we can see, we'll zoom into Corner Brook if we can. Let's see if this will let me do it by double clicking. It will not, so we'll do it the old manual way. And you can see in Corner Brook we're not looking too bad, but here is the view from Pinsbrook, looking a little bit slippery. And then we get up towards Birchy Narrows, which is a notoriously treacherous location, and it's not looking too bad there for the moment, but we are seeing some of those squalls. We'll take a closer look down toward the Bay St. George area. That's what it looks like around St. George's. Here's what it looks like at Black Duck Siding. And out on the Port-au-Port Peninsula, can't really see much at all. And then looking down to the Port aux Basques area, let's see if I can get that webcam to come up for us. Clicking it the right way. I have to zoom in a little more, so bear with me here. That's the Rec House camera. There's the Port aux Basques camera. We're not looking too bad in the Port aux Basques area, but again, just up the road in Doyle's, looking quite slippery and snow-covered. And there's the the Rec House sign showing up. Burgeo Highway, not looking too bad, but again, we'll sneak over here to the Burin Peninsula, and once again, this is where it looks like we are seeing some snow squalls. Grand Bank, you're not looking too bad, and Salt Pond, not looking too bad for the moment, but it does look like there are some flurries in the area, and as you can see here, we've got some yellow showing up on the map on the Burin Peninsula, indicating some partly covered snow roadways insofar as snow is concerned, and same thing for southern parts of the Avalon Peninsula. Now, it does look like parts of the Avalon and the Burin Peninsula are going to see a little bit in the way of some snow this evening, so I'll be keeping an eye on the radar as we go into the evening hours, but right now we're not looking too bad. But again, we're going to be watching this closely for you, or I'll be watching this closely for you, and I'll have updates as needed as we go throughout the afternoon. Have a great day, and stay safe for now. I'll have your full forecast coming up on the evening news hour, and first edition starting at 5:30 this evening.